Hello, listeners. Welcome back to Study English with Sin, where we help you learn English while discussing useful, real-life topics. I'm your host, Sin, and today's episode is all about stress. Stress affects everyone, whether you're a student, a professional, or a parent. But did you know that managing stress effectively can improve not just your mood but also your health and relationships? Today, we're going to talk with two guests, Emily and Jake, about their experiences and tips for staying calm under pressure. After the conversation, I'll go over some important vocabulary and ask a few questions to help you reflect on what you've learned. Let's get started.
Hi, Jake. You look a little tired today. Is everything okay?
Hey, Emily. Yeah, I've been feeling really stressed out lately. Between work deadlines and family responsibilities, I feel like there's no time for me to relax.
I understand. Stress can be overwhelming, but I've learned some ways to handle it better.
Really? I could use some advice. What's your first tip?
First, take a break and breathe. It might sound simple, but even a few minutes of deep breathing can help calm your mind.
I guess I could try that. Do you do anything else?
Yes, I keep a journal. Writing down my thoughts helps me organize them and figure out what's really bothering me.
That's interesting. I've never tried journaling before. What do you usually write about?
Mostly, I write about what's causing my stress and how I plan to deal with it. Sometimes just putting it on paper makes it seem less scary.
That makes sense. I think I'll give it a shot. But what about when you're in the middle of a busy day and can't stop to write?
In that case, I focus on small actions. For example, taking a short walk outside or even just drinking a glass of water. Little things can make a big difference.
I like that. I usually try to distract myself with TV or my phone, but it doesn't really help.
That's because screens can sometimes add to your stress. Instead, try listening to calming music or practicing mindfulness.
Mindfulness? Isn't that just meditating?
Not exactly. It's about being present and paying attention to what you're doing without judgment. For example, if you're eating, focus on the taste and texture of your food.
Interesting. I've never thought about mindfulness like that.
Another thing that helps is talking to someone you trust. Sharing your feelings can lighten the load.
That's true. I feel a little better just talking to you about it.
I'm glad to hear that. Stress is a part of life, but with the right tools, you can manage it without letting it take over.
Thanks, Emily and Jake, for sharing those practical tips. Let's review some key vocabulary from today's episode to make sure you understand everything. Overwhelming. It means too much to handle or deal with. Example: the amount of work I have this week is overwhelming. Deep breathing. It means a relaxation technique where you take slow, deep breaths to calm down. Example: when I'm stressed, deep breathing helps me feel better. Journal. It means a notebook for writing thoughts or to write in a notebook. Example: keeping a journal can help you manage your emotions. Mindfulness. It means being fully present and aware of what you're doing. Example: mindfulness exercises can reduce stress. Lighten the load. It means to make something less stressful or difficult. Example: talking to friends can help lighten the load when you're feeling stressed. Next, we continue to the comprehension questions section. Question 1. What does Emily suggest Jake do first to handle his stress? Answer: Emily suggests that Jake take a break and practice deep breathing to calm his mind. Question 2. Why does Emily keep a journal? Answer: Emily keeps a journal to write down her thoughts and organize them, which helps her figure out what's causing her stress. Question 3. What small actions does Emily recommend for managing stress during a busy day? Answer: Emily recommends taking a short walk, drinking water, or doing other small actions to help reduce stress. Question 4. How does Emily define mindfulness? Answer. Emily explains that mindfulness is about being present and paying attention to what you're doing without judgment. Question 5. Why does Jake feel better after talking to Emily? Answer. Jake feels better because sharing his feelings with someone he trusts helps lighten the load. That's it for today's episode. Stress is something we all face, but learning to manage it can make a huge difference in your life. Let me know in the comments which tip you'll try first. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and download the free PDF with today's key vocabulary and tips. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.